Hey guys, Josh Zamora here with yet another quick update for our Create 2.0 release. Now, if you're watching this video, there's a good chance that you also saw the initial 2.0 announcement that I sent out yesterday about us releasing all the 2.0 features. However, after, about 24 hours of our 2.0 features being live, it was easy to realize that something was going on. We were extremely disappointed. We had a ton of you go in there and test things out. There were over 160 different articles created with Create 2.0 over the last 24 hours. However, out of those 160, there was about 40 failed attempts. All right, that's about a 25 to 30% failure rate, which is unheard of for our platform. Okay, with Create 1.0, we had about a 0.5% of failure rate when it came to create writing content for you. So we quickly realized there's something going on. All right, so what we did was we spent some time analyzing all of the prompts that were being put into Create 2.0 and just trying to figure out what was going on. We ultimately came to the conclusion that the new AI engine that we're running was just way too powerful to be constricted with the settings of version 1.0. All right, so we needed to completely change the settings to allow our 2.0 engine to really have the freedom to do its thing. All right, so the version 1.0 was already restricted based on niches, so we were kind of trying to plug in this new 2.0 engine into the settings of that we had for 1.0, and it just wasn't working too well. Okay, so we went to work right away to figure out how we can actually pretty much unlock the 2.0 beast and take it out of the 1.0 cage. All right, that's as simple as I can describe it. The 2.0 engine was stuck inside of the 1.0 cage, and we just needed to release the beast to really allow it to do its thing. And we went to work, and thankfully we were able to get something going within about half a day to really allow 2.0 to have the freedom that it deserves. All right, so that is what we've done. The main things that we discovered were causing issues was the article length. So trying to constrict the 2.0 engine or force it to write a minimum number of words was causing too much issues. Right, it was pretty much trying to constrain it from allowing it to just flow freely. Okay, so that's the first thing that we noticed. We removed the ability to set a minimum word count, and that has really allowed it to just roam freely and write even up to as much as 1,200 words on its own. Okay, so that was one thing that was really constricting it. The second thing was also the starting prompt with the niche selection. The way that those two work together, it just was causing way too many issues. So what we've done now is completely revamped the settings so that it perfectly fits the 2.0 engine. Okay, so it was kind of like us trying to put a Ford Mustang body onto the engine of a lawnmower, pretty much. All right, that's just not going to work. We needed to put a proper engine on the Mustang body. Okay, so that's kind of how I can describe it as well. We really needed to give the 2.0 engine what it needed so that it can give you, the users, the content that you're looking for. Okay, so that's what we've done now. You'll see that this is completely different. It's been way simplified to work well with the 2.0 engine. Okay, so now the way that it works is pretty much you type in your niche here. All right, so this stays the same. So you can do something like NFT. All right, like I showed in the previous example, or you can also click this option here. Let me delete that. And then you can see here we have the preloaded niches still. All right, but what we've done now is instead of having to provide a starting prompt down here, this is optional as well. You can just choose niche and let Create 2.0 write an article for you. But if you do want to get more specific content, this is where you do that. Okay, so you can type in multiple topics that you would like for your article to cover. All right, so if I do type in cryptocurrency as an example, and then I can just go ahead and leave these options here. What is cryptocurrency, investing in cryptocurrency, and ways to spend cryptocurrency. All right, now this is allowing you to really get those types of articles that you want. Okay, because again, we also analyzed all the prompts that you guys were typing in, and it gave us a good idea of the type of content that you want. All right, so that is why we built it this way, so that you can have more freedom in the type of content that you want. So this is how the new engine works. The settings to the new engine works. You pretty much type in your niche here, and then you can put some topics down here as well that you want to ensure that Creaite covers. Okay, now sometimes it will include some topics that you don't put in here. Okay, so it still has that freedom to roam freely and still give you a good quality content, but it still will take what you type in here under consideration when writing your content. Okay, and the way that we've set this up now, it really allows the 2.0 engine to pretty much use what it was built for, to be a lot more accurate, a lot more powerful, and not be constricted into the 1.0 cage. All right, so if I hit start, now we're gonna go ahead and see the quality of this article, so that you guys can see that we have now made it even better. Okay, so thankfully we did run into those issues that we had yesterday, so that we can make these additional changes that we had no plans to make, which makes Creaite 2.0 overall much better. Okay, so thank you to all of you that put Creaite 2.0 to work over the last 24 hours, which allowed us to identify the issues that were going on, which allowed us to make it even better. So I thank all of you that have put it to use. So let's let this finish up so we can take a look at how it works. All right, so here you can see it wrote 556 words around cryptocurrency. All right, so cryptocurrency is a term that is used for digital currency. The currency is based on an encryption algorithm. So you can see the quality is much better, and it pretty much really allowed the AI engine to do its thing while still kind of guiding it to where I wanted it to go. All right, so here it listed 8 different ways that, let me see, if you invest in cryptocurrency, you can make a lot of money if the price goes up, but if the price goes down, you can lose your investment very quickly. You have to be careful, so you have to learn how to invest in. Here are some helpful tips that will help you understand how to invest in cryptocurrency. So it definitely covered what I wanted it to cover in this article. So it listed 8 different ways that people can understand how to invest in cryptocurrency. So we are much happier with this new setup. All right, it really has allowed the 2.0 engine to really show its true colors, its true power, by not restricting it to the settings that we had for version 1.0. They weren't working properly because 2.0 is just a whole other level. So get in there, try this new version out. It's working much better. And again, all you got to do is type in a niche here, and you can include some topics down here. This is optional, as you can see right here. If you want to just let the niche speak for itself, you can do so. But if you do decide to put some topics, now you have that option. So we apologize for the issues that we had over the last day, but we can assure you this is so much better, and it fits the 2.0 engine way better than having to constrict it to the 1.0 settings.